Oh, there you are. Hi, my name is James Leo, and I've been programming computers for about 45 years. You might think, wait, were there computers 45 years ago? Well, yes, there were. I started on the Sinclair ZX81, which came with 1 kilobyte of memory, but you could upgrade it to 16 kilobytes. Woo! It only supported BASIC and programs ran painfully slow. But if you wanted to build anything decent, you really needed to use machine code, which I had to learn. When I went to a university, I programmed in Fortran on mainframes. But by the late 80s, I transitioned to IBM PCs and started using C. In 1992, I landed my first job at an investment bank. They were using NextStep computers. Now, NextStep is the company that Steve Jobs started when he left Apple. That's where I learned object-oriented programming with Objective-C. Yes, the same Objective-C that's used on Apple Macs today. A fun fact is that the world's first web server also ran on a NextStep machine. When NextStep started to fade out, I moved into the Microsoft world in the mid-90s. I coded in C++, and although I tried Visual C++ for building UIs, it was honestly dreadful compared to NextStep, which I would say was easily a decade ahead of its time. Eventually, I was forced to use Visual Basic because there was just nothing else available. In the late 90s and early 2000s, I moved on to using Microsoft Active Server pages with the internet really taking off. And I later used ASP.NET with C#. Over the years, I've also dabbled in Java, PHP, and of course, there's always plenty of JavaScript to write. But at some point, writing code became frankly boring. I still loved software development, but the actual process of writing lines of code started to feel like drudgery. That's when I moved into managing developers and doing solution architecture, which I've been focused on for the last 15 years. But then, recently, along came AI, and suddenly I could code again. Without all this drudgery, I became a vibe coder. It changed everything for me. You still need to understand software because, AI sometimes gets stuck and needs a guiding hand, but the process is faster, it's more fun, and just more creative. I also started to wonder, is there a future for junior developers? Lately, I've also been delving into agentic AI, intelligent systems that can plan and take action. It's a fascinating area that's evolving fast. In this video series, I'll be exploring the world of AI coding tools, sharing how I use them, how you can get started, and how to make the most of them. After all, as someone once said, AI won't take your job, but someone using AI will. I think it's time we started to learn AI.